After the interception, here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Well, CD, you see some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back sooner rather than later.
Yeah, and these guys, they've been hearing the mantra next man up since their Friday night light games in high school. It's 3 simple words, but they're absolutely perfect to use, and everyone has adopted them. Next guy up, do your best.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now the first carry for Cam Akers.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
Throwing is Wilson. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
An incomplete pass on first down. Here's 2nd and goal. Now it's Wilson. And this is caught at the 8. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there to make it happen.
That's caught at the 1. Touchdown, Texans. Calvin Ridley, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Texans take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells.
On first down, they'll start out with Akers.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Now, these two teams, you might recall, met back in mid-season, week 8 to be exact. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
A throw over the middle taken in. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Wilson. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. And he can't. The Colts send out their punter. Standing just outside his own goal line. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Let's take it inside his own 40. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively at 2nd down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky. That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. The Texans at 5-4 now on the year. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here, and it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
2nd down, they'll go with Akers again.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
On 2nd down, Kenny. And room there to work it inside the 25.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
On 3rd down, Kenny. Give him 3 yards there on the 1st down pickup.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. They go play action with Wilson. They'll roll him out right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll run on 1st down with Akers.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now a handoff up the middle. Kenny. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. From 3 yards out.
And the Texans go up by 2 touchdowns.
And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so...
Let's go.
They'll begin on the ground with Akers.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Up the middle they go. Kenny. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. And the defense coming through on third down. A loss of 7 to bring up fourth. Yeah, this is a high kick, but it's not going anywhere. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Takes it at the 7. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So here are the Texans to take over. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak. On top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. It's caught right side. It turns. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end.
Wilson smart to take off and run with it as he's able to pick up the first.
Looking to throw. Wilson dancing to his left. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. On 2nd down now, Kenny. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down at the Colts 33. The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run for this with Akers.
And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Check 26, check 26. Go. Mike 55, Mike 55.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with a football.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down.
So past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game, we skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Now Akers to start the 3rd quarter on the ground.
Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up.
Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson.
They'll set up the screen here to Akers.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you could have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
Now a handoff up the middle. Kenny. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Now on 2nd and 16. Wilson. Hearns brings it in. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Hard throw, incomplete. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
35 yards then. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot, and that will keep this a 4-point game. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the 2nd miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Going right back to Akers.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work. And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. They'll start this drive out on the ground. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
They go play action now. Wilson. And that is caught. It's Ridley. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one goes for 30 yards. Wilson. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 10 yards out, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down.
The Colts send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Fielded at about the 28. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return.
And the Texans will take over.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
I'm going to run you off. I'm going to run you off. Watch the safety creep.
Now Wilson.
And, oh, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd down and 12. Now Wilson. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 32-yard line. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. Wilson will throw again. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Here's Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit.
The Colts send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And a nice run to get this up over the 20-yard line.
53 yards on the ground for him so far.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
They'll go again here with Akers.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now Wilson on first down. He finds his man, complete. It's Hale.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block, but the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
We saw it too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. To throw is Wilson.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
And now out comes Houston. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, Wilson going to throw. Flushed out right. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Up the middle they go. Kenny. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends.
Here's the sneak with Wilson. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened.